2024 EURUSD analysis journaling session. Let's get right into it. So, on Friday, we agreed that this was what we're going to have for Friday, and so far, we are nearly we almost got it. Just that price beats this zone. We need to jump right back in and go as we said it should. On the other hand, recall the right here. Record this. So let's reset the chart and go for this week. So from the monthly, you can see that the price did the previous months we have the pin bar, and the month before that we have another pin bar. So we're in a fix. It's kind of dicey, right? But we are looking to do a pullback down to go lower, right? And let's not forget yesterday's Friday's news. It was strong on the dollar. Dollar gained strength. The news was good on that's the NFP, right? So yeah, so for this week, recall this is our last low, right? Recall this is our last low, which we call our weekly, sorry, our last high, which is our weekly high, and our last low, which is our weekly low. Price is still in that range. So a breakout of it would determine whether price is going to be bullish or not. But for now, we're not too sure the direction. So let's dive into the daily. Into the daily, we have our zones again, somewhere at the middle. All right, let's pull that out. We have it somewhere here. Right, somewhere here. We have another one clearly now. You can see it clearly. They must still be adjusted. So this is what we have for the daily. And let's look at the candlestick reaction. So after liquidity was picked here, price started a strong bearish move up, broke through this guy. It got rejected here as at Thursday, right? Then the news came, price rejected this point again. So it's safe to say, ha, it's safe to say we're not too sure. We're not too sure. Safe to say we can be going up, we can be going down. Still dicey. So what we're looking at before, if at all we are going up. So let's just because you can't just see you're going up or going up. Which was the structure currently in place, right? So if we're to look at this this is the last structure in place, right? Let's go into my trackpad. And we have these two, right? We have AB equals CD pattern, right? So this move is complete. We're sure of that this move is complete. But what's going on? We have a second move. Though it's looking like uh, an upside down head and shoulders. We have this is the shoulder, right? And we have another move here. Though it didn't close bullish, the price was able to get to that point, right? And we have a rejection here. So it's only safe to say that we would have this move back up. I mean, that's what price movement suggests currently. This is what we have. All right. So this is daily. Just take note of that. So while we have that in mind, there's no need for us to do any fib level. Would there be? Nope. The only fib level we'll do might be in the weekly, which is for this last weekly swing, which, as we can see, has rejected. Though it slipped into below the 78.6, but didn't close below it, and got back to the side. So liquidity grabbed and all that. So we jumped over to 4 hour, knowing that we have a possible move of 100 and something pips to this side, right? So that being said, but recall that the news said the dollar was strong, which means we should be looking bearish. As I said, it's kind of dicey. Should be looking bearish, but let's see, because the week on we had on a good euro news on Monday too, right? So we're not just considering the dollar. Euro news was also good, which cost as a start Monday, which cost this swing up. And so far, liquidity has been grabbed in both places, so we can't really tell on the daily. We can't really tell where it's going. But if we're using our 4 hour zones to mark the possibilities of where price would want to go, right? So we have one zone here, right? We adjust that in 4 hour. We have another one here, right? Liquidity being grabbed. Of course, obviously we have one here, which coincides with these guys all the way back here, right? And for the fourth one, we have this. So what are the possibilities, right? So far we can't really tell. Price is currently at this point. So we're going to talk about the 4 hour and do analysis. That's what we don't go to each one at all to look for movement. Any movement at all should be, any possibility should be done in the 4 hour, right? So with this, now remember we recall we drew a trend line previously, right? Which means price is still in a downtrend on the what? On the daily. So once again, this trend line was respected. So for us to be sure that we are going bullish, we would need price to do what? To break this trend line, right? Go above it, do a retest and go to the upside. But aside that, the price was respected here on Friday, right? So that's another reason for a possible move. And you watch here, okay, let's just look at something. Let's break this down because it's so congested. If you notice, price failed to break here multiple times. Failed to break here multiple times and grab liquidity multiple times. So we're not too sure what's going to happen because it's still hovering around here, right? So I say we're not going to go to the 4 hour. Let's just do the possibilities, right? Because of the 4 hour, this last candlestick display was unlucky, but you can't really see what's going on. So top of my head, I would say if price was going to go up, we have to do something like this. We have to break above this, right? That is if we're going up. So we say we're going to be doing all the possibilities to avoid being caught on fresh. Caught on fresh meaning when the price does its move, we won't be aware. So somewhere about here is fine. As if we're going to the upside. If not, we'll be looking to reject this, right, and land somewhere here. No need to test this trend line again. Anything going for this trend line, it's gonna be So these are the things we're looking at, right? Let's see how it plays out for the week.